Hi guys. Yes, I realize I look haggard and exhausted, and that's because I am, and it's a work night, so I'm going to be going to bed in a few minutes here. But what I wanted to say is the video that you were about to see, I debated on whether I should actually put this up on the internet or not. And I actually think I say it in the video because it's an honest moment. It is an honest moment of me freshly after, you know, what I would call like getting in an argument with my teenager, or not even disciplining my teenager, just the pains of parents and teenagers who want their instant independence. You don't get to see the talking of between him and I, but it's my reaction after it because, well, you'll see. He went to a birthday party and I wasn't able to finish the conversation with him because he had to go to the party, but we left on a bad note, which I hate leaving on bad notes. And I do say this in there is because my dog says hi. I don't like leaving on bad notes because I am the type of person that is afraid that if you leave on a sour note, what if something bad happens? And that's the last thing that you said to that person was something negative. And that's something I just feel so strongly. I feel so strongly, especially with your friends and your close friends and family, but especially your babies, you know, your cubs, even though they're teenagers and not babies anymore, but they're still your baby. I am so strong, and you do not leave on a poor note with them. Even if you had to discipline them, you know, a grounding, which is like, you know, taking the phone. That's the biggest discipline in this house, taking the phone or the PlayStation. I don't like to leave sour, even if he's still angry with me for having to take that thing or ground him. I still leave it with an I love you or in a hug, whether, you know, that's just the way it is. Because I don't want to leave on a bad note. I keep repeating myself because I'm tired, but that's what I was upset about, is because we left on a bad note. I do tell you that in this, but I'm putting it up because, you know what, it's a real moment. And I know other moms out there, especially single parents, not just single moms or dads. You have those natural moments where you think, did I make the right decision? Am I overreacting? Am I being too paranoid? You know, no, I'm not. Or yes, I am. Do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want to know that somebody else out there is feeling or has felt the same way as you. And that's why I'm putting it up, because I could have used that day to know that someone else out there has gone through it, is going through it, and has felt the same way, just to make me feel not crazy. But basically, it's the pains of kids wanting their independence. Well, independence in a teenager is earned with trust, which is following simple things of telling me where you're going and who you're going with. And my child not wanting to do that. And that is what this all is about. So I'm putting out a vulnerable moment in my life on here for the reason of maybe it'll help somebody else, or at least make them feel better that they're not cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and it's okay to want to know where your kids are going. She says hello. And yeah, that's it. And I will also say, I asked my child's opinion before. Obviously, you know, like I said, since I don't like leaving on bad notes, if we do, I try to settle it immediately. So we did settle it the evening. You get to see that little bit at the end of the video. But I wouldn't have put this video up had I not, you know, I don't want to say got permission from my son, but he's the other person in the equation, and I needed to hear from him that it would be okay. He'd be all right with me putting this out there. You don't hear, it's not like I name his friends, or you don't see faces of friends. You don't know the birthday party. It's not like I'm putting personal information out, but this is a situation that belongs to him as well as me. So, he gave me the okay. He felt okay with me putting this up. And that's honestly the only real reason why it's actually going up today, is because my son was okay with it. So, yeah. But like I said, you're not about to see an argument between me and my child. I don't know why I'm talking to you like, oh my God, there's some heavy stuff you're about to say. No, you're just seeing me in the moments after and how upset I was because I don't like leaving on a bad note. And, you know, you question yourself. Did I make the decision? Am I asking the right questions? Is it a big deal? Does he have to tell me where he's going all the time? Am I being crazy? Am I being too paranoid? No, I'm not. Yeah, you do need to tell me where you're going, though, by the way. But yeah, so hopefully it'll make somebody else out there feel better someday if they're having a moment with their teenagers. I just thought you should know what 7:30 school drop-off looks like. It looks like this. I'm dragging. You should also see that I'm wearing slides with socks on. Not just any socks, though. Pumpkin socks. I feel like going back to bed. I just had a kick-ass argument with my child. I just dropped him off to a birthday party. He's 15, gonna be 16 in a few weeks. And I don't know, I probably won't even put this up on the internet. He got mouthy with me as I dropped him off at that party, which I don't take well. I told him I will deal with him when I pick him up. And I will deal with him when I pick him up. It's probably going to result in a grounding of some kind. But that's where he informed me that I'm a little bit too paranoid and overprotective. Because I want to know who you're with and where you're going. Any moms out there? Am I too paranoid? Because I want to know where my kid's going and who he's with? I'm fired up about it and I can't vent to anybody because nobody's around. So I'm venting to you. I mean, he actually got me thinking, maybe I am too paranoid. My God, am I smothering my child? No, I'm not smothering you. And now I got to worry about him until I got to pick him up. There's something bad's going to happen until I pick him up. Because I don't like leaving on a bad note. And we left on a bad note. He left with the audacity of getting out of my car, turning around, looking at me and going, goodbye, and close the car door. Who in the Sam do you think you're talking to? Goodbye. Because I wanted to know what time the party was over. That was too much of a question. He's at that age where he wants that independence, right? But independence is earned with a little trust, okay? He says, well, my friends make fun of me because you got to know everything. I got to know everything because I want to know where you're walking to. Because they just want to walk the streets and I'm not into it. Walk into places that they know no one. Okay, you guys want to go on walks because you can't drive, you can't do anything? Fine. But I want to know where you're going. What if something happens and nobody knows where you are? So I call the police and be like, oh, I don't know. Oh, his friend? Oh, no, I don't know his friends either. Oh, phone numbers? No. No, I've got none of that. Am I wrong? Somebody tell me. Because when he goes somewhere, I make him text me if they're leaving that somewhere. Okay? Is it too much? I only have one child. So it sounds like I'm full of experience. I'm sitting outside with my dog and I legitimately just got bit right above this eyebrow. I'm already in a shit mood, you know what I'm saying? This video is being recorded shortly after the video you just saw of me on the verge of tears. So I'm still in a shit mood. So, God! Not in the mood. I'm pissed right off. I'm fixing to be attacked by bugs. Come here, please. You're stressing me out. Come on. You tearing apart the porch. One more problem on my list. I mean, sometimes it sucks major balls to be a parent. I mean, these kids do not understand the worry they put on us. The worry and stress. And I gotta work tonight. You know what I'm saying? Lo and behold, this crap always happens on a day I gotta work. And I don't like feeling like this, okay? It's draining. It's about 6:30. He's got an hour and a half, and I'm just like, I am a little paranoid. I got to admit it on that. I am. I don't like to leave on bad notes. You know what I mean? Even if I'm angry, I don't leave my son without saying I love you. And a hug, even though we're mad at each other. I'll kill you. So we left on a bad note. And that doesn't happen very, very often. So then I always worry, my God, what if something happens during that time? I always think something bad's going to happen. Because I always think people who think the bad things aren't going to happen are dumb people. Okay? So I choose not to do things that dumb people do. That's a half quote from Dwight Schrute from The Office. But yeah, like, I'm the one who thinks of the worst things. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? And how can I prepare for that thing to not happen? And I realize I can't control everything. I'm not stupid. But that's just my mindset. I always think bad things are going to happen. So you have to be mentally prepared for them. So one of my rules is never leaving on a bad note. Even if you're viciously angry at somebody, you don't leave on a bad note. Well, rewind that. It depends on who you are in my life. That matters. You know, if you're just an acquaintance and we get into an argument, I don't give a rat's ass how I leave that argument. You know what I'm saying? Mosquitoes are out and they are coming for me. You better make a decision on what you're doing with your bowel movement, because I'm about to go in this house because I cannot be attacked. I can't believe I'm going to have a mosquito bite right above this eyebrow. I'm going to look like a friggin' moron. Yeah, so anyway, we left on a bad note. I'm going to be... Oh. Great. I'll be back. I know the viewing is pretty shitty. I'm outside. It's about 15 minutes before I have to go to work. Just a little update that my child is home and everything's okay now, but we're going to still have a little talk, and I told him we will do that on a non-work day. But yeah, you know, he did apologize for his behavior, which, you know, whatever, we're still having a talk. But I did say, I always accept apologies, as I think you should, within reason, right? I'm outside with my dog, trying to give her out, you know, like special free time before I go to work, because I always feel guilty. I guess the same thing with your kids. You send a kid to a babysitter, you never feel like no one can do a good enough job. No one can do a job better than yourself. And that is my attitude towards my dog. And my child, actually. So even though she does go outside and she does have free time when I'm not here, because my son is here with her, I have it in my head that nobody does it like me, so, you know what I mean? I don't know. Kim and her hang-ups. That's what I call it. Me and my hang-ups. We've been hearing some weird-ass noises out in the back, and she just heard one of them, too, now. See, I know I'm not crazy. Huh. Weird-ass noises. Spooky as hell. I'm waiting for Freddy Krueger to jump out at me or something. So basically, long story short, I'm getting ready for work, but I just wanted to say, long story short, everything worked out. And then the following day, which was not a work day, he and I did have a long talk about rules. And you will tell me where you're going and who you're going with, or you're not going to be able to go. Period. And I don't think that's an unreasonable request, you know. Yeah, so and he understands that now. So, I don't know. Like I said, what I just put out there wasn't like a big old drama, but it was my reaction to an argument. What better words can you call it? An argument. Just, you know, a teenager not wanting to tell his mom where he was going. That was my reaction to that. And I was upset. You caught me on the verge of tears because as a mom, you are always questioning yourself. Like, am I making the right decision? Am I doing everything I can to raise him to be okay in the world when I'm gone? And you're always second guessing yourself because no one wants to screw up their kid. They want to know that they've done right. And there is no correct set of rules either. And a lot of us put pressure on ourselves, especially those who don't have anybody else as a backup, I guess is what I'm saying. But that's not to say married parents don't have these same questions. I don't mean it like that. I just meant when you're a single parent, you do have the extra burden of knowing there's no one to say, hey, did I do that right? Was that the right thing to do? And it's stressful. And I just thought someone else might want to see that, hey, you're not alone. We all question our own actions. So that's all this was for. But yeah, I need to go slap some makeup on this. And like, this is an emergency medical, you know what I'm saying? Medical emergency, get some makeup on, okay? Because you're going to scare the people out in the world. Chuck Jill soon.